Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on this Wednesday night for our TRC Talk. Hope you're all having a great night. Want to thank each and every one of you all for joining us last night for an awesome TRC live. It was fantastic. It went fast.
Great.
Um, it was great. Everybody commenting, no drama, fantastic time. So appreciate you guys. I'm gonna throw it over to my buddy Will. How's it going, Will?
Going great, man. Hey, welcome in everybody. Good evening. Hey, real quick, want to cover a couple things. Just kind of a moment to reflect. Gene Hackman, great legendary actor, this past week was found, passed away. Definitely, sad times. Of course, he was 95 years old, but still, what a major loss for the world. Tremendous actor, and from everything that I've read, a tremendous human being. And also, too, a little closer to home, good friend of ours, Thomas Brunette, lost his father earlier this week. And, Thomas spent a lot of years taking care of him, and they were very, very close. So, huge shout out and prayers and reflections for Mr. Thomas Brunette as he's going through this hard time. So,
Let us
but
welcome
now
in
on to
Shane.
the welcome in GI Shane. Now going
I
into
made it.
What's up,
It
Shane?
wasn't working at first, but I figured it out.
Awesome. Welcome in, Shane. But now going
Thank you.
into our Wednesday night TRC talk. Up first, Kev, we got some roundtable questions, right? So, what is the very first roundtable question, Kev?
Let me throw it up here. I had it.
You had one job, Kev.
I know. All right. A celebrity death that affected you.
Right. Awesome question. So,
Great
obviously, I
Yes.
drew that question off of Gene Hackman's recent passing, but a celebrity death that affected you. Let's go backwards to forward. So let's start with GI Shane. Welcome in. Shane, tell me about any celebrity death ever that affected you in some way.
Well, I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt because he was my favorite, one of my favorite wrestlers. Especially when he can't, he was coming back and uh, starting to build back, the Fiend, and who knows what could have happened with all that. Um, I liked him so much that I named, my two kittens after him, Bray and Wyatt. Um, that would be my pick. Um, DMX, I was a close one. I almost won. I listened to him a lot back in high school, and when he passed, I felt it. Um,
Okay,
but that's who I'll go with is Bray Wyatt.
good. Hey, Ben Bowman, tag team champion of the world. Welcome in. What do you got for us this week?
I guess as for wrestling, uh,
It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be wrestling.
Buddy.
It could be anybody.
Anything.
okay. Well, probably the most that affected me the most. I don't know. Kobe Bryant's a good one from Brad. That one. Uh, I would say it's really that I miss, and we talked about it in the chat. John Candy, really miss John Candy.
Yep.
Great, man. Guru Manuel, what you got this week?
I got a couple. The one I could go Bernie Mac just because he's my favorite comedian, but the one that really got me was probably Robin Williams,
Yeah.
just because the guy. I thought great actor. Even probably from what I've read, great human being, but he hid his mental health so well.
Yeah.
He
That's
laughed
that's
it
the
off.
main thing. He laughed it off. He hid his mental health so well, and it's almost scary that how many people walk around every day and hide their mental health so well. So for me, it was just more of you know the mental health aspect of how well he hid it. I know you're not. I know some people hide it, some people don't, but you don't know until you talk to somebody. And for me, Robin Williams affected me the most, probably.
Yeah. Can you believe it's been 11 years?
Wow.
Seemed like just like the other day. It really.
Yeah. 11 years. Unbelievable, right? All right, Mr.
Crazy,
Elkins, what do you got?
crazy.
Mine would have been um, probably Dale Earnhardt Sr.
It's a great one.
I was younger then. Um, if I would go later on, I know there's no extra credit, but Chester Bennington from
Yep,
Lincoln
another
Park.
great one.
Yeah, when he
Terrible.
passed away, that one hit because same thing. If you went back and listened to the music, you could tell that he was hurting, but
Yeah,
to the effect that he would take his own life, same thing. You really don't know the depthness of people's mental health at that time. Then of course Dell Senior, that was on the last lap, chasing his son to help basically block people so his son could win. That one hit real hard.
yeah. Oh yeah, man, that's a great one. That one drastically affected me. I can tell you. Calvin, Mr. Calvin White, what you got?
So I'm gonna go with Paul
What?
Walker.
Yeah, right.
Hmm?
It's a good one. Mr. Brian Howiss.
So my brother took mine. I'm gonna say Kobe Bryant. I didn't care for him as a player, but as a person, great. I mean, as a parent, your job is to protect your kids, right? And in that instance, in that helicopter, he had his daughter with him. Last thing, he couldn't protect her. That to me, that's just tough, man.
Yeah, that would
So
that would
young
definitely
and
hurt. That
so
would hurt
young
for
and all
sure.
that. Yeah, it was a tough time.
I'm gonna go a little non-traditional, really way out to the right side of things, and I'm gonna say Alex Trebek from Jeopardy. And the reason why is because I can remember growing up and my grandparents every night after dinner watching the World News and then Wheel of Fortune and then Jeopardy. And it was kind of quick once he got sick and passed away. And for me, it was just kind of like the end of an era seeing that happen. So, and I know I carried that around for several days thinking about, man, like that's just a part of the world that will never be again, so that one was a major effect. And Kev, what you got?
Okay, mine is the same as Shane's would be Bray Wyatt, but then celebrity wise, just as much as him, I bawled my eyes out when Steve Irwin got killed.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yep,
I love Steve Irwin to this day. I can rewatch
Yep.
his programs. You know, a lot of people made fun of the guy, but he was a conservative genius, or conservation, genius.
yeah,
Took care of animals, pretty much loved them. You know, he put his life on the line. He kisses animals. I mean, I've seen him bawl like a baby over 100-year-old crocodile dying. So that's
Yep.
my answer for that one.
good. Lou said Matthew Perry from Friends and from
Right.
several movies. She said that was an effective one, and I think I saw Julian said OJ, but I assume that's just a joke. I don't think that's legit. I don't think so. All right,
The
Kev,
juice.
what's round table number 2?
An upcoming or current figure you are looking forward to.
Hell yeah, that's a lot of good ones. Let's start with Shane again. Shane, upcoming figure you were looking forward to, or something that's already just came
Or
out.
current.
Um, I haven't really paid attention lately to what's been coming out, so I'm not really too sure. Oh, you know what? No,
I didn't
I'm
know
with
he.
the LOD figures, the ringside figures.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't have any money, so I'm fucking poor, so I couldn't order them. But um, maybe one day I'll be able to score
Hey
them.
Chuck.
okay.
Chuck says Penta.
Uh, Mr. Bowman.
Probably the newest ones. Any of the superstar lines. I'm looking forward to those. Still haven't got any of the. I've seen the or the Cactus Jack and Heart Foundation, but just I'm looking forward to the next line of those. And then also the ones that's pretty badass now that he gets the no holds barred retros.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Those
Those
are
are
awesome.
really great. Guru, what you got for figures?
So I know Brian has probably seen them. but that bloodline when the Jacob Fatu, the Solo,
Oh yeah.
Tamataga, Tamaloa, man, I seen those today. Man, they look
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Um, and then I seen another one. I think it was the new Cope coming out, the Walmart exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like Will always says, Jasper does really well. I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely, they do.
of course the LOD ones as well, but that bloodline elites, man, they look like they're going.
Mhm.
Jacob Fatu looks just like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only if it said "hail" every time he talked, it'd be even better.
Hail. That's how he says it.
I totally agree with that, man. Those look great. Mr. Elkins, what you got?
I'm the same. I just ordered the new LODs when they came out again because they were sold out that first day. The
Mhm.
second day, I think it was, I bought them up. And then new bloodlines, those coming out, I want to scoop up. I haven't seen them yet, so I'll get with somebody and figure out, and I'll get
Brian
rid of
Brian
those.
shared Brian shared the pictures in the
Yeah.
chat.
But
I
send me a
missed
message,
it.
Roger. I can share them with you again.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll order those, and then I found today, which was going to be at my show and tell, and I'll show it again. Liv Morgan.
Oh.
Nice. New Netflix, right? New
Yeah,
Netflix.
new
Liv Morgan?
Netflix. Yeah,
Yep.
new Netflix.
All right, Calvin, what you got for figures, man?
So I have one on the way from you, of course, but the new Hogan UE with the
Oh, yeah.
87.
Absolutely. Great figure. Mr. Howarth.
So Kev has a picture of the one I like, but it's of the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Kev, will you show the picture?
Yes.
Honky tonk,
There it
man.
is, baby. I'm looking forward to that
Razor
estimate.
Ramon. Yeah,
In the green,
in the
baby.
green.
I like that green.
That is awesome.
That belt looks good with that green.
Oh yeah.
Ben asked me the other day, he said, "What is that attire from?" And I said, "That's from when he won his first Intercontinental Championship."
Right.
Yeah, because they
Back
have
in
an
90
they have an
back in
elite of
92.
that one already, of that
They
same
do.
color.
They do.
So-
Yep, absolutely. Very nice. I like it. All right. Figure I'm looking forward to coming out. There's a lot that have come out already that I'm looking forward to, but the new Brainbuster retros from House of Toys, I believe, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
From House of Toys, that I'm looking forward to
Those are
very
gonna be
much,
beautiful.
man. I've really enjoyed this retro, kind of like the adventure going down the retro rabbit
Yeah.
hole. It's been a lot of fun, so I've
Yeah.
enjoyed that. And Kev, what you got?
So I've got it pre-ordered. I just don't have it. So I can't wait to get in that UK exclusive Tony Storm.
Oh. Yep.
Timeless
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
Storm. I'm
You
really
got
looking
it?
forward to
You
it.
got to order it?
Yeah, I got it pre-ordered. I had to wait in line and I had to be right there, and it's sold out in no time. But I got one ordered.
Nice.
Very
So
cool.
because I love her.
Yeah, because I
Hey,
tried, they were
Shane.
sold out.
Shane, any GI Joe figures coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, actually there is.
Welcome in,
There's
Beth.
the classified series, those 6-inch ones, like these bigger ones.
Nice.
There's so many that come out, it's hard to keep track of them anymore. And then you almost like got to be I used to be. I didn't renew my membership to Hasbro, but I used to be able to go on there and get pre-orders before like anybody else could buy them because I was a member. And but yeah, they come out with these things like crazy. It's hard to keep up anymore.
So Shane, I have a question for you. There's ones I
Yeah.
see that are coming out that are like of a rock band for GI Joe. Which are those ones?
Oh yeah, those are Zartan and his little crew.
I love Zartan.
For some reason, I don't know why I can't think of their.
And then second thing, I
band.
don't know if you guys seen it today. I think I seen it today. Hasbro's going to stop making action figures.
Really?
So I wonder who's
Really?
going to make the GI Joe line.
Oh, you need to send me a
Super
pic of that,
7.
Luke.
Super 7's been making some GI Joes, but they're not as good. I only pick them up when I can get them for like real cheap.
I saw that Mattel is taking over making a lot of
DC
the
Universe.
DC Universe figures coming out soon. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
I did.
So if they're going to take over doing DC, you never know. They may end
Yeah.
up getting, the Joes at some point too. Now, Shane, one more follow-up question. When you go to a wrestling show with Sergeant Slaughter, do you get a wrestling item signed by Sarge or do you get a G.I. Joe item signed by Sarge?
I've gotten both. I got both Funko Pop signed. Behind me over here, I got three autographs from them on the posters. In my son's room, I got 3 wrestling figures autographed by him. And then I got a G.I. Joe figure over there autographed by him. So I think I got probably 8 or 9 Sergeant Slaughter autos. And I know he's gonna be in Indy. And I have his newest one, that Slaughter's Marauders. I think I might take that and get that signed. And that Major Bendham. I don't know if I'm gonna. I thought about maybe getting that signed. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And
So
then
that Slaughter's Marauders one, can you take a picture of that one later on and post it in the chat so we
yeah,
can take a look at that one? I'd like to see
yep,
that myself. So
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Hey, is it okay if I add on a quick roundtable question?
Go ahead.
We got time.
Yeah. Let's talk about John Cena's heel turn. Liked it,
Oh yeah.
loved it, hated it.
I
How
think it
about
was
we
long
start with
overdue.
Will? How about we
So
start with Will and go around?
yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was much needed, long overdue. And I think
Help
you're going to
Queen.
see towards the very end of it, you'll see him turn back face because I don't think he'll end his career as a heel. But I think this will be his way to go after his 17th championship. And for me, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, the only thing they could have done that would have made it even better is if they power bomb Cody like 5 or 6 times. I mean, that's the only
They
thing they
should
could
have.
have done
Yeah.
that would have made it better. And
Yeah.
anybody that doesn't like Cody, I'm not a big fan of Cody, but after listening to what he said about R-Truth, I really don't like Cody. So
I loved it. I don't think it's better than Hogan, Chuck, but I loved it. Brian?
I agree with everything Will said. I kind of wish, like Will said too, about the beatdown. Like it was kind of weak. It was just him punching him in the face with some brass knuckles and stuff. But it would have been nice for him to give him an attitude adjustment through a table or something. But Will brought up a good point too of turning face at the end. Do you think his last match will be against The Rock?
it very well could be. I kind of think it'll be more along the lines of against Punk because that was such an epic feud from the prime of both of their careers. I don't know. I mean, Rock and Cena are 1-1. Rock won the first match, Cena won the second match. So I mean, you could have the tiebreaker, but ultimately you're not going to get anything out of it because say Cena would win and he breaks the tie and then he goes off into the sunset, or Rock would win, he breaks the tie and he's not really an active competitor, he's just behind the scenes. So it really doesn't do anything good. But you're gonna need somebody in a great match to finish him off so he can go. And it's tradition, time honored tradition, that on your way out you put somebody over. And I really think it's going to be somebody like Punk, and kind of give Punk his last run or something like that, or AJ Styles, that'll be his last run, something along those lines. There's no need for him to put Roman over because he's already put Roman over a couple years ago.
I mean, here's the thing though, like both of Cena and CM Punk are kind of old, right? So like, you don't think that match would be like a Goldberg versus Undertaker match or something like that?
Because Cena can still go. Punk can still go. I think Punk's had so many injuries that he gets winded very, very fast. I think that's his biggest problem is he gets winded so quickly. But, ultimately he can still go.
Yeah.
Cena
Yeah.
can definitely still go. I mean, you look back at SummerSlam against Roman, and that was a hell of a good match, and Cena could have pulled that one off. So, but I do think you have to have somebody that you can go into 2026 with and it build them and it creates something for them where they can say, hey, I retired John Cena, even though he was going to retire anyway. Ultimately, his last match, whoever beats him there, would have retired John Cena technically. So I think you'll see like a Punk and going into 2026, and then maybe 2026 is his year. Maybe he wins the Rumble, maybe he wins WrestleMania, whatever.
Yeah.
Or AJ Styles, because I know he's kind of at the end of his time too.
Yep.
And it may even be somebody, like Kevin Owens. It may be a Kevin Owens deal, but I just don't think there's any benefit to it being The Rock at all. And
Yeah.
obviously, Triple H is retired, so it can't be him. And that was another great feud he had. Orton is kind of in and out, so I really don't think it would
Yeah.
be Orton. So, I mean, if you look at the feuds he's had,
Yeah.
really,
Those
Punk is
guys are
kind of
gone.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, Punk's kind of the only guy.
Good point.
Ben, what you got?
Mm, I mean, it was way long overdue. And here's my point on it is I think they waited too long for Cena to turn. Like he should have turned heel a long time ago. Now it's on his end of his run. Basically saying just I saw a lot of funny things on Facebook is F them kids is what
Yeah.
Cena's
I seen that too.
thing is. But I mean I thought it was long overdue. And then people comparing it to the Bash at the Beach, that's no in comparisons. Bash at the Beach had more of the shock factor. It's like the awe because back then he really didn't have the internet. Hogan wasn't on TV. Hogan was who's the third man. This one was all of a sudden, well, Cody, sell your soul. That was fucking stupid. Sell your soul. And what all it was just to turn heel. I mean, to me, it was long overdue. Uh, if Cena comes out doing the thugonomics, I'll enjoy that.
He
But
won't.
you know, other than that, it was kind of expected.
Calvin?
So, touching on what being said with them comparing it to Bassett that beats 96, the only thing you can compare is the kids are crying. That's the only thing you can compare. People were upset because Cena turned heel. Long overdue, and it was great.
I
Bash to
loved
the
it.
Beach though will always be head and shoulders above any other heel turn. Like I don't see if you guys listen to me in the chat today, you heard my only explanation that would make Cena's heel turn bigger than Bash to the Beach 96. Like that was its own heel turn all on its own. That was covered on major national news when that happened.
It was.
When Hogan turned heel, that was on the national news.
Hmm.
Like they were like, what is going on in the world of professional wrestling? Hulk Hogan is a bad guy. You know what I mean? So there's just no comparison of the two.
Yeah.
It's a great heel turn. I think it may be top 5, top 10, somewhere in there, but it's never going to be number one. It would take an act of almost a death in the ring to get even close to that Bash of the Beach turn. I agree with you, Calvin.
All right, Roger.
I I agree. As we were watching it and us guys were talking about it, we were all excited about it because it was like finally it's happened. He's turned heel after 20 years, 20 plus years of being a babyface. He's finally done it. Everything we've been waiting for has finally happened. I don't think that I think also that they should have beat up Cody just a little bit more.
Hell yeah.
I don't see the correlation with having Travis Scott in there. Number one, number two. There's talk that Travis Scott actually stiff hit Cody and busted his eardrum and gave him a black eye. So I go back to I don't see a reason for Travis Scott to be involved in it. But other than that, I felt I gave it a 9 out of 10 as well. 9 out of 10. I felt it was finally warranted and it was great it happened now.
I
Can
agree
I
with
add
you.
one? Can I add one thing onto that? Roger has shared this like 2 or 3 times now, and I've watched it like 2 or 3 times. But it's the clip from where Bray Wyatt called this back in 2014. Bray Wyatt called it and kept saying over and over that Cena's just lying to you guys, and really he's not the good guy everybody thinks he is. And every time you watch that clip, you start thinking, "Damn, that was 11 years ago when Bray was
Mhm.
predicting that before WrestleMania 30, and now."
Yeah.
That clip really, really fits in well.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Shane.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was shocked. I didn't see it coming, to be honest. I'd put it up there in the, probably top 6, 7 for sure. Um, but yeah, I definitely didn't see it coming, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great pay per view. And to get back to Brian earlier, it was that Zartan's group is the Dreadnoks.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Perfect.
All right.
Guru, take us home, man.
Oh well,
Or you still got me.
my feelings for Cena, you guys know. Not the biggest Cena fan, not ever.
No,
But
no.
but I wasn't mad at the heel turn. I wasn't mad. I was like, fucking finally, fuck them
Yeah.
kids. I mean, um,
God, tell us how you
you
really
know,
feel.
and
Gosh.
the Travis Scott. I enjoyed Travis Scott in the ring burning sage. I enjoyed it.
He should have had his ass kicked out of that ring.
But the reason why he was there was, he's making John Cena's new theme song. And you gotta look at the Hollywood aspect of it. I mean, Triple H is trying to broaden WWE to like a Hollywood.
What the hell?
He
Oh,
Oh,
gone.
we lost.
His
Well, we
Yeah,
lost.
Oh,
there.
hey,
he
Yeah,
got
that's
He
what
said,
canceled.
happens.
it's that
"What the
That's
hell?"
what
Kentucky internet.
happens when you talk shit and say "fuck the kids." You
It's
get
that
kicked
Kentucky.
out.
It's,
Talk about
We
Cena
thought we
again, damn it. See what
we
happens.
we thought
Say
you
that
got
shit again.
canceled, bro.
it's that Kentucky
Yeah.
internet, man. It's that Kentucky internet.
Southern
I,
Kentucky.
I wasn't I
Southern
wasn't mad. I
Kentucky.
mean, Travis got in there. I'm gonna try.
He's gone again.
Gone
He gone.
again.
Hey,
Somebody
just for the
screenshot that.
record, he said, "Fuck them kids," and then he was gone.
Yes, he did.
And he
Trips
won.
out. Trips has a plan with Travis Scott. I'm sure. I do know he's working on John Cena's theme song. He put a snippet out today on Twitter. It's kind of fire. Um, as far as like the greatest heel turn, better than Bash at the Beach, it's just a matter of opinion, I guess. I mean, not my favorite heel turn. Hogan's not my favorite heel turn. Um,
What the hell you smoking?
You
my
smoking
We
that
wish you
sage?
well on your future endeavors.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
one good thing about the wrestling community, it's a matter of opinions.
Yeah, but what? Whoa! Hold
Whoa,
on.
whoa.
But what was greater than the Bash to the Beach Hill turn? I got to
What
know
is your
this
favorite?
answer.
And what's my favorite?
Yes.
No, 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 no. Not what was your favorite. What is greater than
Well,
the
it's just a
Bash to the
matter of
Beach turn?
it's a matter of opinion.
What's
What
your
is your
opinion?
What's your opinion?
What's my favorite heel turn?
Yeah.
Not favorite. What was the greatest heel turn?
I mean, it's a matter of opinion, though.
What is
Okay,
it?
What's
your
your
in your
opinion?
opinion, what was the greatest heel turn?
Oh my God! I mean, I didn't say Hogan's wasn't the greatest. I just said I wasn't a fan of it. But I would go when probably when Stone Cold sold his soul to the devil.
Really?
Well, that's
That's
wasn't a
my
bad one.
that's my favorite.
That's your favorite though, but I'm saying, do you consider that greater than the Hogan heel
Bash
turn?
the beach.
In my opinion, probably not. But I don't think Hogan's the
All
greatest
right,
either.
that's all I need.
I don't think Hogan is the greatest either.
I'm not saying he's the greatest. I'm saying the heel turn itself. Is that the greatest heel turn of all time?
To some, it could be.
Yes,
I
it is.
think it is too.
Andres was good too. Thomas.
Wish you the best.
I
for
think.
the future
See, that's
endeavors.
another great point right there. I think Andre's heel turn is in the top 5, maybe even top 3.
Well, see, one
I
good
put
thing
Yeah,
about
two.
I agree
being
with
a
that.
wrestling fan, everybody don't have like the same stuff. That's
We
part
don't.
of
We don't have.
WWE.
I'm not saying we different opinions, but I'm saying if you were to rank, like not your favorite, but like the actual greatest of all time, not who you like. For me, Bret Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time,
Right.
but he's probably not the greatest wrestler of all time. You know what I mean? But if you were to rank greatest heel turns of all time, I think the Andre heel turn against Hogan would probably be somewhere in the top 5, maybe even top 3.
Right.
I mean, that was such a huge heel turn at the time. I don't think you were born then.
I was born 87.
Oh, okay. So maybe you were like an infant when that
I
happened.
You were
was I
crying
was born
about it.
April. I was born April of 87.
Oh, so it was already over by then.
So
yeah.
I want to say I loved it. I jumped for it. I popped for it and everything. I think it was a perfect time for him to do it. Last year, go for it. I was wanting it a long time ago, but why not? Lou wants to know what's everybody's favorite female heel turn.
I would say Alundra Blaze dropping the belt on Nitro.
Yeah.
I would say that would probably have to be it.
Yeah.
Let's ask Manuel. Manuel, what's the greatest female? Or what's your favorite female heel turn? What's your favorite?
Shit.
You done got the ball rolling now, man.
Threw me off guard. Probably. Probably Alundra Blaze.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you 100%.
I mean, there's not
Hey,
many though. I mean, there's
where's
not really
Shane?
many off the top of your head you can think of.
Where's G.I. Shane at? G.I. Shane. Chuck Waggle said Andre was the greatest heel turn against Hogan, followed by Cena being number 2 and Hogan at the Bash being number 3. I think you must have gave him some gummies before the show.
Damn, that's cray.
Somebody smoking.
I think somebody
Hey,
gave
real-
him some
Hey,
gummies.
but real
Now-
quick though, so
Somebody
obviously
bumped their head.
I mean,
So
Rhea
obviously
turned
we all-
on Liv, and we.
Damn, did we just lose Manuel again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Hey,
goes
so I
in and
think-
out. I got to add him back.
So I think we're all in agreement that Bash to the Beach is the best, right? But what is
my
you know what
internet.
else is? But you know what else is best besides obviously the heel turn was the commentary.
Oh, I know.
When Bobby
Yeah,
Heenan's like,
hands
which side
down.
is he on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
That's what
And
made
and,
that.
and Dusty immediately says, "What are you talking about?"
What side? What
Yeah.
side?
Oh yeah. Oh, and then the
And
last thing you hear, remember, Ben will
Yep.
probably tell you this too, but the last thing you hear is, Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell, straight to hell, from Tony
Yep.
Schiavone.
That was
Like,
great.
It
I
was
would wait
so-
for Michael Cole to say that, like to John
It was-
Cena.
It was so real,
All right, guys,
He
we're going
called
to go
him a
into our
bastard,
main.
didn't he?
What's that?
Michael Cole called him a bastard, didn't he?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that
No,
either.
he might have.
Maybe.
All right, we're going to go in our main topic. Let me get my notes. Okay. Our main topic is the Mount Rushmore of championship belts. Only 4.
Ooh,
Ooh. shit.
So I'm going to go first on this one.
do it.
So mine is Winged Eagle. It is WCW Big Gold. It's the NWA 10 pounds of gold. And the Red Strapped TV Championship in WCW.
Yeah.
Damn, those are great, man. Those are great.
Top 4.
Those are great choices, man. Man, I'm gonna go Winged Eagle number 1 all time. I'm gonna go Big Gold number 2. I'm gonna go WCW 91 to 93.
That's
Because
all. Yeah.
that belt was phenomenal. I still love that belt to this day. And number 4, just because Razor Ramon made it look so damn good, is the classic Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
Top 4 belts of all time.
You have that the replica of that WCW.
I do,
right?
man. It is gorgeous, dude.
Who you got it
I don't
signed
even
by?
know. I know we never took it. Remember, we never took it.
Mhm.
Damn.
We got to take it and get it signed by somebody. But I tell you what, man, I don't
Lex?
even know if they still sell those. Yeah, it'd be Lex or Flair, maybe both. Who knows? But I don't even know if they still sell those. But if you ever get the chance to grab one of those, man, it is a gorgeous belt.
What about on one side?
I know a
Lex,
guy that can make
side
one.
Ron Simmons.
Maybe, it's a possibility. Not a lot of room on it though. A lot of
Right.
plates on that belt. A lot of plates.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
All right, so number 1 for me, and I think everyone will be in agreement with this, is Winged Eagle. Number
Yep.
2 is the big gold for me.
Yep.
Number 3 is the big eagle, and then number 4 is this one. I brought it with me.
Nice. The classic tag, man.
Love that.
I love that one too. It's so hard to pick 4, right?
There's so many of them.
It's
So,
hard
what
to
team
pick
do you
4.
think of when you see that belt?
Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher.
Demolition.
Yep. Absolutely. Legion of Doom too,
Legion
baby.
of Doom 2, Steiner Brothers.
Oh
Art
yeah.
Foundation.
There's so
Yeah.
many.
Well, where's the? Okay, Nick says-
Brian went. Let's see. Tag champ of the world, Ben Bowman. What you got?
welcome in,
Who's
Nick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dr. Nick.
mine's. What's up, Nick? Mine's not in
Hey,
no
what's going
particular
on?
order, but we'll do the Winged Eagle, the Big Gold, and now I'm down to the 2 that gets kind of tough. I'm gonna say the classic tag title, and then I'm gonna go the WCW Television Championship belt, and then
Which one?
my honorable mention one. I love the $1 Million Man's belt, but go ahead, pick
Which
4.
one though? Which one on the TV title though?
The newer one, like the little mini Big Gold.
Oh, okay. Late 90s.
Yep. Late
Okay.
90s. Yep.
Good. All right.
Calvin.
Hulkamania, Calvamania, brother. What's up?
So I'm going Hogan 87, the Winged Eagle, the Big Gold, and of course, just like Brian, got to have the classic tag.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Calvin. Tag champ, baby.
Nice. Man, that is gorgeous too.
Thomas Burnett
Hey.
says Winged Eagle, NWA World TV title 91 through 94, WCW World title, classic WCW Tag Team Championship.
So wait a minute. Winged Eagle, I got. Yeah. NWA
Winged
World TV title. I understood that one.
Okay.
WCW World title, I'm assuming would be the 91 to 94, right?
Yeah,
Not the
yep.
Yeah,
Big
that's what
Gold?
it's talking about.
And then the
Yeah.
classic WCW Tag Team Championship.
Okay. All right.
I read
Those
it
are
too
great.
fast.
Those are great picks. Mr. Elkins. Man, you talk about a guy that knows his belts. Look behind him.
Yeah, he ain't got too
Yeah.
many.
So most of my ones that I would talk about in this issue are in the other room. Winged Eagle, Big Gold, the 87 title, and the WCW TV red strap.
Nice.
Good
So
man.
let me ask you this: when you guys are saying Hogan 87, you guys are actually referring to the 86, right? Not the big Andre 87.
Yeah, 86.
Yeah,
At least
because
that- for
the
me.
87 was actually that Andre belt that they made.
Yeah, for
That's
me,
what
I mean
Yeah.
86. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're clarifying because I know
So
Calvin said
this
that
one,
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the 86. Yep,
Yeah, the 86.
gotcha. Yeah, we do need a Tora
Hey.
Rogers belt. I agree.
I'll
Oh,
make
yeah.
that happen. I'll put it in the chats. I can do
Shane.
that.
Yeah, Shane.
I'm gonna go with the Winged Eagle. I'm gonna go with the IC belt because, like Will said, Razor Ramon made
Oh
that
yeah.
title, in my opinion.
Okay.
We'll go with the Big Gold, and then I'm gonna go with the Stone Cold Smoking Skull belt.
Lou agrees
that's-
with you on
and-
that.
And that's interesting because that's only the second time that a custom belt has been brought up tonight. You know, I know there was a lot of custom belts throughout the years, and I know Ben had the honorable mention of the $1 million title, but you know, nobody else has mentioned a custom belt yet. That's a great point. Guru.
All right. So I don't get kicked off. I won't say anything crazy.
Oh Lord.
Oh, here we go.
But I'm gonna mix it out. I'm gonna mix it all up. Just mix it all up.
You're gonna start out with fuck them kids.
You gonna get kicked out
The
again?
undisputed heavyweight championship.
The current
Really?
one?
You think so? Man.
I
Talking
like it. And here's why I like it.
Talking about that one?
Yes. I fell in love with that one off of Eddie Guerrero's promo against Brock Lesnar purely right there.
Yeah.
Because
The
it was a
attic
real,
promo.
real raw, uncut from the heart. When he won it, I love that belt. Wing Eagle. You got to go Wing Eagle. I'm going to go the original ECW Heavyweight Championship.
Beautiful,
So you talking
beautiful
about
belt.
the original NWA ECW?
Well, when they like the one with like the red writing on it, it was like a silver with red.
I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Beautiful
think
belt, man.
I got a I think Raven. I got a picture like I think Raven's holding it. Somebody's holding it.
Yes.
Hey, Guru, share that in the chat afterwards.
I will.
Because I don't think a lot of the guys know what you're talking about. That's a gorgeous belt.
It
I got it
is.
in one. I'll share. I got a picture of it actually.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with the WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team titles.
Oh wow.
Nah, that's
I
Those were
thought they
nice
were just
belts.
I thought they were just cool looking. As a kid, they were like man, them fucking belts are cool.
They
I
were
mean,
Yeah.
only
they were
around
okay.
for a cup of coffee, but
they were different. They were different. As a kid, they were different. I mean, obviously I love all
Okay.
the traditional belts, but sometimes you got to go off the beaten path.
That's okay. Off the beaten path's a good place
no,
to
that's
go.
perfect.
All right. I'll
It's
go
your
with
Mount
that.
Rushmore.
Doctor Nick in the house. What do you got, Doctor Nick?
So I have 10 titles. So the majority of these I get to look at every day, the ones that I really like.
10?
In no
Only
particular
10?
order, I absolutely love the European Championship.
That's a
I've
good one.
always been a fan of that design, even though it was only used for a handful of years. Just a beautiful belt. And I was able to find an original WWF logo of it, the Figures Inc. version last year for a really good price. So to have
Nice.
that in my collection and look at it is like a really holy grail title.
Hey Nick, can
Yes.
I make a point about that real quick? A lot of people don't know belts like some of us know belts, but outside of the original Reggie Parks belts, I don't think anybody ever made belts better than Figures
No,
Inc. did.
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah. Their quality compared to what WWE makes now,
Yep,
untouchable.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Go
Number
ahead, Nick.
4, I'd have to say, I've always been a really big fan of the Undisputed Championship. Uh, Not because of just Eddie, but it was just such a big belt
Yeah,
that stood out. You
Right.
know, it was like this big honking championship, and there was two versions. Brock
yeah.
had the
There's a
There
bigger
was.
color
version
version
of it.
too.
I, I
There
actually,
was.
I actually have the bigger version of that.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, it's a very simple style, but it looks very elegant. It kind of echoes back to the original championship. It has different elements.
yeah,
Um, Number 3, of course, the winged eagle.
yeah. This is
That's
actually a
always
figures toy.
that's awesome.
Made.
Hell yeah.
The winged eagle, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's a beautiful title. Guys like Hogan, Brett, Flair, the list goes on of people that held that championship. Um, Number 2, I would have to say the NWA World Championship, the
Yeah,
globe, I guess you'd call it.
I got that
Ten
in there
The
pounds of
too.
10,
gold.
yeah, the
10
10
pounds of
pounds of
gold.
10
gold.
pounds of gold.
That
Yep.
one's always been a really beautiful title to me. And number 1, I don't know whether it was just because of who held it
Oh, he didn't. Sorry.
or just the fact that I loved the way it looked and what it stood for. I absolutely loved the ECW championship, the original with the purple logo, in the
Okay.
early days. And I guess to me, the reason why I was such a big fan of it was for a company that was looked down upon, you had a slew of guys who held that title that went on to have Hall of Fame careers.
Nice.
So
I love
that
it.
that's
Hey,
my list.
Hey, Kev, can you look this up? I thought Hogan was the first one to hold the Undisputed Championship.
Hogan won it from Triple H, but
Hogan
But
was
I
the
thought,
last one to hold it when it was WWF.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I
I
thought
thought it,
Hogan won
no.
it as the Undisputed, and Triple H won the two belts from Jericho at WrestleMania.
yeah, you're right on that.
That's what I thought.
And then Hogan was the first one to have the Undisputed title. I thought we need to research that. Does
And the
anybody
second one
remember?
was
Anybody remember for sure?
I don't.
I just remember
Because I
No,
Jericho
thought,
being the first
I
ever
just yeah, I know Jericho
unified.
was
Jericho was the
unified, and then
first.
Triple H
yeah,
beat him.
yeah, but
Right.
he beat him for the big gold and the big
Yeah,
eagle, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Right.
then that's when they created that Undisputed belt, right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then I thought Hogan was the first one. It was at Backlash of '02.
You might be
I don't
right.
know. We're gonna have to research that, Kev.
Yeah, we'll have to research that and get it because
Hey, did Undertaker beat Hogan for that belt?
Yeah, but not until Judgment Day.
Yeah, so then I think you're right. I think it is Hogan.
I thought Hogan was the first one to have it because I thought
Yep.
Triple H went into that match with Hogan
Yeah, he
as
had
the
the two
big
belts.
gold and the big eagle,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Yep.
We're gonna have to research that.
yeah, we'll definitely search that and get back. But guys, it's our
Hey
favorite time.
guys, great call on those belts, man. A lot of people outside the box on those, but I can strongly say the gimmick belts didn't really make it because you look at like the spinners, of Cena's and all that. Those spinners didn't make it. A lot of the gimmick belts didn't make it. So, but great job everybody on the belt call outs. Really cool there.
The
Go
only one
ahead.
I would add, because Lou asked, is the original women's title that they had back when before they came out with the Divas title. That was a good title for the women.
Yeah, he might have been the first undisputed champion, but he wasn't the first one to hold that belt, Lou, and that's what we're
Right.
talking about. I thought Hogan was the first one because I used to have one of those belts when they first came out in like '04, '05. I can't remember when it was, way years and years ago. And I think I bought it with like a Hogan nameplate on it because he was the first one, but
Hey,
I could be wrong about that.
No, we'll
hey,
definitely look it up.
isn't that new Ultimate coming out from Target for the Hogan? Isn't that the era that he
Yeah.
won the? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, guys, let's
absolutely.
start some show and tell.
Who's going first? You, Kev,
I
or
am
me?
me.
We'll go then. We'll go
We'll
on then.
go.
Damn it.
I gotta
Let's
present
behave.
it. Hold on. Oh, la 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 la. Give me a minute.
Waiting on you, Kev.
I know.
Just like
I'm gonna
TV
start
nights
singing.
at 7, waiting on Ben.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I get used to this, and then I need to. Okay.
Better watch it, Roger.
Well,
He might send you
Here we
another
go.
Nyla Rose figure.
Oh, he better fucking not.
Number one.
woo,
Look at that. Beautiful.
He
gorgeous,
won't make it out of India, love.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
The Mega Powers.
That
Signed
came
by the
Yeah.
from
Hulkster
OTC.
brother.
Yeah.
Signed by the Hulkster brother.
I love it.
That looks nice.
There cannot be very many of those out there signed.
No.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
I
I
know a
have
place you can get it.
never, I've
Or
never
even
seen
in
another
that,
one.
No
or
place you
even
can get
in
a
that
dual
great a
signed.
condition.
Yeah,
Some places you
you
can get a
can.
dual signed.
Yeah, you can get it triple signed too,
Triple
Guru.
signed, yeah.
Not here though. Hey, honestly though, seriously, as much as we've all been around merchandise, that's the only one I've ever seen signed. Has anybody ever seen another one signed?
No.
No.
Mm. Sweet
I like
Anna
that
J.
too.
What's it say?
Ooh.
Join the
Dark Order.
Dark
Dark
Side.
Order?
Or Dark Order, yeah.
Let me tell you, if there's a female wrestler out there that's smoking hot,
Shit. Damn.
Gets them logs burning.
Yeah.
Hell logs. She got my twig stiffy.
well, we just got canceled
Talk about
again.
There
last
we
week.
go. Canceled we are.
Sorry, Zuckerberg.
The old Tennessee Volunteer orange there.
Right? It's called the Wise Man Orange now.
I apologize, sir. Excuse me.
And last but not least,
I won't let it happen again. I promise.
Beautiful.
That's
Oh,
gorgeous.
that's a bag over the head punch in the face right there.
That's a
well,
nice
me and
one.
Shane was right there
I
when he
don't
said
remember
it,
that
and
one.
Shane was like a second behind me saying, I'll take that damn thing.
I was the one that wanted it, and then I came back, and they were like, "Oh no, Kev got that." I was like, "What? How did this
Nobody
happen?"
told us you wanted it.
And I said, "A2 Brute."
But Shane was like a second behind me, and then I said claim, and we were
And
right
you know,
there.
Mark told me, he said, "Don't worry, man. I got some of those. I'll send you one." And here it is. It's been at least a year. I ain't got nothing.
Right.
Me too.
It must be
I'm
where
gonna,
that Christmas present is, huh?
Well, hell,
I know. I'm gonna have to call Mark out on that.
Yeah. I messaged him a couple times. I told him I'd buy one.
If you guys don't know too, like I said to Kev, A2 Brute. So, guys, up first for me, we all love the signed magazines, I think, but one of my biggest things lately has been doing the prints of the magazine covers.
Yes.
This is an 11
Oh,
by
nice.
14, 11 by 14, identical print of the cover, and it is gorgeous. And I plan on getting this dual signed by Brett and Lex,
Oh, yeah.
and really looking forward to that. So I'm going to keep it quick because last week I ran a long time, but how about the old 6 NWO Monday Night War figures?
Rip it.
Rip it.
You know what time it is, right?
You're not gonna
Rip
get that
it.
signed at Indy?
Nope.
No.
Too late now.
Not now. He can't.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I said it before he stuck his fingers in it. Then it was too late.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said. Before you stick your fingers in it, don't you want to get it signed? Nope.
Nope.
Eddie Guerrero. Now, you guys know I've never been a huge fan of Eddie Guerrero, but you got to
But-
build a figure parts for the Vincent. I want to build the Vincent for my NWO. I want the U.S. title. And I guess I could have one Eddie Guerrero figure in my collection, So,
Rip
you know what we got to do.
Rip it.
So,
Ribbit.
That's for Thomas. Rip it.
There's the toss. I love it.
I need that damn Eddie Guerrero if they finds it. That's been like my unicorn.
We'll
This
look this
figure?
weekend, Ben. We'll
I
have
need
time.
that Eddie Guerrero
this
too.
figure's sweet.
We'll look
The
this
figure's
weekend,
actually
Ben.
sweet. I gotta put that U.S. title on somebody else, and I gotta have the Vincent legs because I gotta build me. Did anybody build the Vincent yet?
I
'Cause
haven't found it.
I gotta build me a Vincent.
I got everything except for that Eddie, the building.
We'll send you
I
the
think,
package.
yeah. I think that's it. I'm not gonna do any more. I think that's it. So
All right, brother. Great show and tell. All right, Brian.
All right, so I got these from Roger.
nice.
There's Jim the Anvil.
I need Brett
Nice.
of that. That's the only one I want is Brett.
Rip it.
I found
Rip
Brett the other
it.
day.
Bret Hart.
If you find another one, think of me.
And then last but not least, you got good old Cactus Jack.
Awesome.
Are you getting
Rip
that signed? Are you getting that signed in Indy?
No,
Hey, can I show you something, Brian?
sure.
We were talking about the magazines, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of Cactus Jack, check this out. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
awesome.
I had that
Beautiful.
printed too. It's not the
Yeah.
original, obviously. It's 11 by 14,
Right.
but it's off of the Halloween Havoc original poster with Cactus Jack. You don't
Dude, look how
see
good that photo
anything.
is.
Yeah, you don't see anything out there
Nope.
really from this match.
Uh-uh.
And what a great event! So, when you showed that Cactus Jack, he's wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted you to
Yeah.
check it out. So.
Yep. And then,
Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Go
back
ahead.
to Brian.
No, you're good. And then last but not least, William seen Ric Flair, and I got these done. I finally got these back. But look how beautiful that is.
One of two.
Beautiful.
In the TRC blue, baby. And then there's this one.
Nice.
The real world's champion.
And this is again this is from a magazine cover too, right, Will?
That's from his magazine shoot. When he came
Magazine
in,
shoot. Okay,
he
gotcha.
claimed to be the real world champion. So he came in with that belt. And immediately following that magazine shoot, they started putting that edit in front of the belt. So you couldn't see the belt on his shoulder anymore. You could only see the distortion. Remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, these are beautiful. These turned out great. So
Awesome.
that's all I have.
All right. Thank you,
Beautiful.
sir. Appreciate it very much. Ben Bowman.
I got just one thing to show. I've had it in the past, and then now I've finally got it, and what I'm gonna keep is the Legends of the Ring, the Sting,
Oh,
right there with
nice.
the Great American Bash attire. Like I said,
Nice.
Is that for your
Rip it.
personal?
yeah,
Rip
that's
it.
personal, yeah. But that's the
it.
only thing I got tonight. Here's that
Rip
that belt I was talking about.
Rip it. Rip it.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no,
Yeah,
not yet.
All right.
the
Appreciate
late
it.
'90s, the late '90s TV title. I remember Booker T and Chris Benoit going back and forth in a bunch of great matches for that belt.
Martel had some great matches with Booker T too. Before he got hurt.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
Calvin Mania.
All right, so I'm only gonna show like one or two of these, but
Damn.
I got four
Look at the wall.
of
Look
the
at the wall behind Calvin, though.
Right.
I mean,
Isn't that awesome?
It's a sharp ass
while
wall.
we're at it, sorry, Calvin, but while we're at it, look at that wall, man. Woo. Go ahead, Calvin.
Anyways, I got four of these total from being
Nice.
entrance
That was a hell of a
music
pickup.
CDs. Got this from Will, signed by Sting.
Nice.
Of course, got to add Hogan.
Nice.
But the best
Look at
is
that.
this right here.
That's gorgeous.
That is.
This is probably
Look at
now
that.
my favorite Hogan auto.
Look at that inscription too,
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
brother. Look at that.
TRC
Wow.
Blue.
But that's all I got.
All right. Thank you. That was awesome. All right. Mr. Elkins.
So I haven't got any packages yet. I'm waiting on one from Ben right now. But I got this today.
Nice.
Liv Morgan Monday
Ribbit.
Netflix.
Rip it.
And you know what we got to do?
There you go. We've officially corrupted Roger. I'm just going to say that right now.
Right.
Well, look at that smile on his
Look how
face.
hot she is.
She looks
yeah.
good.
He's
She's
so happy.
she's so hot. Even her figures are hot. That's crazy.
That's insane. And I found the Lex Luger Ultimate. Hopefully,
do, Lou.
hopefully, if he comes to Indy, I'll get that. I do. I have one. And then I found this today.
Nice. I like that. I like that belt.
Yeah, that's why I got it. Was the belt and the Stone Cold. And
Yep.
Rip
you
it.
know what we got to
Thomas
do?
is freaking.
That's right.
I hear popcorn.
I do too.
It sounded like a pig in the background, didn't it? That is gorgeous, Roger. Roger,
Yeah.
that belt alone, man.
That
That's
belt
worth
is
the
gorgeous.
money right there.
Yeah. And
I
that's
took
it.
that same belt right there and I put it on that ultimate Triple H. Remember that ultimate Triple H I got like last week? I put it
Yeah.
on that one just because it looks so damn good.
Yeah. I don't know who I'm going to put it on yet, but yeah. So that's all I got for this week, guys.
Nice.
All right. Appreciate you, sir. All right. Shane.
I pulled this off the shelf since you were asking about it earlier.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
sweet.
Sergeant Slaughter Marauder.
That is sweet.
Well,
See, I think something like that signed right on the front would just be gorgeous.
yeah, I want to get this. I think I'm gonna bring it, and I'm gonna bring the other one I got of them. I try to bring 2-3 things, and then because I can't make up my mind, and then when I get there, I'll decide and go from there. Found this. Thought was pretty cool. Little
That is.
Target
That's awesome.
exclusive
Nice.
Skeletor, fucking Ninja Turtle matchup. I got the Shredder one. So I picked up the Skeletor. I thought that was pretty cool.
That reminds me of that little meme thing that I always put in the chat with Skeletor laughing.
Yeah, it does. I'll never forget it.
I've had these for a minute. I don't have batteries yet, so I'm not 100% sure if they work, but the fucking paint on these
Are
is
great.
incredible. They're in
Wow.
awesome shape besides the one kind of got, missing the tip. But the paint on them, but the nostalgia, man, the fucking
Yeah, I
from
had those when I was a kid. We
1983.
tore the hell out of them.
These things are awesome.
Right.
Kev had those in his 20s. Don't let him lie to you.
That's all I got.
That's when I was a
That's how
kid.
they
I was
used
in
to
the 20s.
communicate before telephones.
Hooroo!
So I got a couple project pieces I'm working on.
Oh yeah.
A couple for Indy. I know it's not one of Will's greatest fans, but I love him. Look at that.
Oh Jesus.
No, I hate him.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him. It's his
I do.
wife.
No,
It's
fuck
his
him.
wife.
That's still a cool picture.
That is a cool picture.
And then I
piss
got
on
this
it.
one I'm working on as well.
I like that too. That's a good picture.
That's not bad.
And
I don't have nothing.
I
I
got
don't have
one
nothing to say against him.
that I probably will never ever get, but man, that would be cool.
It's a
Oh, that
badass
is cool.
pick.
That would be awesome to get.
But man, it's just gonna be so hard.
That's what
Well,
she said.
She did say it.
She did say it. That's all I got.
All right. Appreciate you. That leaves us to Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick in the house.
So I forgot to show these off. I think it was. Did we take last week off, or were we
No.
on last week?
Week
We were
before.
here.
We
Okay.
were here.
I got this from Ben.
Upside down. No, it's not.
No, it's
Hell,
No, it's
no,
not. That's
no.
how
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Damn it, Kev.
fuck, don't listen to
Got
me.
that one. I can
One
never
job,
have too
Kev.
many Danhausens. Love them. And I do collect other things besides wrestling. Not a whole bunch, but I got this. I finally opened the box.
Oh, hell.
This is an Ecto one.
Yeah, it is.
This was the popcorn bucket that they had for the not the last movie, but the movie before, The Afterlife.
Nice.
So it's pretty badass.
Hell yeah. I like it.
So I do still collect Ghostbusters, and I do still collect Ninja Turtle stuff every now and then. And I got one more thing real quick.
Do you got the Ghostbuster WWE matchups?
Yes.
Mashups?
Yep, my favorite one of those is the Undertaker, the one that glows.
Gotcha.
So going through stuff, I'm finally able to unbox a lot of things. But I wanted to show this real quick. The AEW shop, Jericho.
Nice.
I'd like to get that signed one of these days in a pink paint
And
pen.
you know, that brings me to a good point. You see him doing signings for AEW. You see him doing signings on the cruise. How
Yeah.
come you don't see him doing conventions anymore?
I don't know. I find that strange too. Yeah, he'll do meet and greets for the Fozzy concerts and for AEW, but I haven't seen him at a convention in years.
Can we just
Yeah.
acknowledge how good that King Harley Race looks back there? I'm taking is that Harley Race or that Jerry the King? In the
That's
back?
Harley
Harley.
Race. That's Harley.
That's
It
Harley
sticks
Race.
out. That's the first
Yep.
one I noticed.
That's Harley
Oh
Race.
yeah, it's one of my favorites too.
Is that first
that's
edition?
Yes.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yep. And that's
it's a hell of a
my
figure.
show and tell for the week.
I like the slaughter to the right.
Appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that one's pretty badass too. The camo.
Yep.
Hey, can I have the camera one more time? Will was
Yeah.
talking about this wall behind me. Let me flip this camera around.
Let me
It
find you.
looks good.
Oh,
It looks good.
damn.
Hold on. Let me flip it around.
I don't think.
Fucking.
How about
There you
this
go.
one?
Woo. Look at that.
Oh man, I love that Bundy and Hogan picture.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Hold
Damn.
on, I got it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
How about that wall?
That is
All right.
gorgeous.
Yeah, you need about 100 more.
I have no room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
could
gotta
make
start smash them together,
That's gorgeous, man.
Get a bigger
you know,
house.
like I do. Just fucking smash it all together.
That's what I do.
You know,
And
Love that
we
lawn.
talked about this a lot in the past, but everybody talks about Hogan Andre, but you never really get a lot of attention on Hogan Bundy at 2. And Hogan Bundy at 2 was a better actual match. I'm not saying the build up, I'm not saying
Yeah.
the thrill of the Giant versus Hogan, but I'm saying the physical match itself in the cage was a better physical match at 2 than the
No,
match was at
nothing.
1.
Nothing against Andre, but Bundy was a better worker.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely,
you're
absolutely.
right.
Andre was so injured by that point
Yeah.
that he couldn't move around like Bundy
Yeah.
could, and
His body was just so damaged.
Bundy
Yeah.
was like 440 pounds and
Oh
could
yeah.
move like he was a cruiserweight.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I think if it was acceptable back then, which obviously it was very, you don't do it, but I think if it was acceptable back then, Bundy would have been doing like splashes off the ropes and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was that agile. And then you look at Bam Bam, who, only a year later was in WWF, and Bam Bam could jump off the ropes. Bam Bam could come off the top rope, the second rope, and
Yep.
nobody thought anything of it. And he was only 40, 50 pounds lighter than Bundy was,
Yeah.
So
Hey, Calvin, do you have a
Calvin,
Thunder Lips auto?
I do not.
Okay, Lou was wanting to know.
major
Yeah, I was
major
gonna
shout
ask him.
out to Calvin on his wall, man. That thing is gorgeous.
All right, guys, hell of a show and tell. One hell of a show. I'm gonna throw it over to my brother Will to take us home.
All right, guys. So, again, we started out the night talking about, Gene Hackman recently passing away, and of course, our major thoughts are with Thomas Brunette, Nicholas Brunette, with everything they're going through right now. Um, you know, it's just good to reach out to somebody. It's good to let somebody talk to you. It's good to let somebody vent to you, and it's really good sometimes just to listen. And, sometimes if you could just do that much for someone, it may really, really help them out in a way that you're not even aware of. So, the only words I would leave you with of encouragement this week would be just take a minute and listen. Somebody
Amen.
may need to get something off their chest, and you may really help them out by just simply listening. So, that's my words of wisdom. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you very, very soon.
All right, thanks.